Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of Geek Street News. Yes, that's genuine applause because we are genuinely excited to talk about it. I feel like I'm being sarcastic. I sound sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm genuinely excited to talk about
every single time.
Everyone's like, what a jerk.
Yeah. He doesn't even like his own thing.
Right. I came in to hear him, and he didn't even care. Jeez.
But here on Geek Street News, as you guys know, because as you guys tune in every week religiously, we talk about pretty much geek news and pop culture. Yes, pretty much geek news.
Yeah.
Exclusively
Yeah.
geek news now
Yeah.
is what it sounds like after watching it back. But yeah, so we're going to talk about some stuff here. And the first article I'm going to talk about is HBO Max and Cartoon Network are partnering on a new Superman series called My Adventures with Superman.
Nice.
So it's going to be a series about Superman and Lois and Jimmy, I guess. It's going to heavily be, they're going to be in their 20s, and it's going to be about them building their reputation as reporters and investigative journalists. And also, it's going to go into a lot about their relationship, too, and their growing relationship, and then also fighting bad guys, as Superman does.
Along the way.
Yeah, on the way. It's going to be starring Jack Quaid of The Boys fame. He's playing Clark Kent. And then Alice Lee is playing Lois.
Oh, Alice Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure. The article says she's from Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which I think I saw once, so not sure. Anyway,
Okay. Yep.
It sounds great. And I know I'm pretty much the most vocal about happy fun time Superman stories. And I'm not always excited to see, because that's like what Superman's been forever. So I think it's it's okay to have a serious Superman, but this might be cool.
Yeah.
That's
Give
a good way to introduce Superman to the younger audience.
Right. Yeah.
As we have we talked about in the last take.
I think we were talking about it earlier. It's a good way to, because comic books are mostly now for adults and older teens and older teens.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a small section of kids comics now versus it always like just all for kids back in in the day.
Back in the day, right.
So we're probably losing a good chunk of the next generation of superhero loving kids, So
Yeah.
so maybe getting back to the kid friendly or family friendly stories and animated series, that's maybe a good idea to keep this industry going.
Wow, we're putting a lot of pressure on this series.
Yeah, it's all on this
Yeah, there you
series.
go.
Yeah, if this series fails, we're not gonna ever have another superhero
Right.
fan
It's gonna
past
be
20, 30 or whatever. Yeah,
It's just going to be the end.
yeah, of
Comic
geekdom.
culture.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited to see it. We'll see
Yeah.
where it goes. But
Yeah.
Mark, you got an article for us?
I do. I'm going to talk about there is a Batgirl movie.
How did you
coming out.
word that sentence? I'm going to talk about there is a.
That's
that's
legit.
right.
That's legit.
Just
What are you
make-
talking about?
Gotcha.
I'm gonna do a thing, and it's here.
Well,
That's a sentence.
That was grammatically correct. That's what I know. what
That's
you're
a
saying.
sentence. Kids, you can use that in school if your teacher says anything to you.
So Mark told you it's okay. It's grammatically
Streets.
correct. Yeah.
The geek on the streets.
Oh, hey, full circle.
But yeah, Batgirl movie's gonna be coming out, and apparently the guys that made Bad Boys for Life, are gonna be working on this movie.
Oh, Bad Boys
So-
for Life, the Will Smith movie?
Yes, exactly.
And
yeah.
Martin Lawrence. Sorry, I don't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah. All those guys.
Yeah.
That were in that movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they're gonna be making a new Batgirl movie. It's supposed to be like a little bit more, I guess, a little more fun, I suppose. Or it's supposed to be have a different angle or perspective
I see.
of Gotham. So I'm not quite sure what that's going to entail, but
When you say fun, huh? I don't know
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
I don't know.
But,
Maybe
yeah. There's a really good series that was probably out, I want to say it was 3 or 4 years ago, that Babs Tarr did. It was called Batgirl of Burnside, and she had moved to like the more trendy side of Gotham, and she was kind of like fighting crime and she's like
in the posh areas.
Yeah, in the posh areas, but she like started her own company too, like her own tech company, and she was like living in this kind of like
She's in like Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley, but also like fashion central trendy.
Yeah, like the Beverly Hills.
Yeah, of Gotham, and it was good, and the art was fantastic. And it was pretty good. It was good. It was a good modern take of Batgirl, and it kind of you'd see, like that's how Batgirl would be. So maybe they're taking like the Burnside approach to
right.
to Batgirl. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be live action, and apparently it's gonna be the first live action Batgirl we've had since like the '60s version. Oh, I guess also the Alicia Silverstone when she played.
Oh, that's right, with George Clooney and
yeah. Those are great movies. You guys should check those out.
That's my Batman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
I'm sorry. Sorry you had to go through that.
Nice, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Any word on who's gonna play Batgirl?
No. I don't know. I was looking at a picture of they happen to have a picture of Karen Gillan next to him.
Good casting.
So
choice.
that'd be perfect,
Good
right?
casting choice.
Get
She
a
has
cute
the red
redhead to play.
hair. Yeah, she's a good actress.
Yep.
She was Beaton's Mass in Jumanji.
Oh, okay, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the second one, but yeah.
Yeah, so
she can do the physical.
Yeah, for sure. I think she'd be fantastic.
Right,
Yeah.
but I'm completely putting that out there because, like I said, I just happened to see there's a picture of
her.
her next to the article in a completely separate article.
Yeah,
So
we're starting out here. Hashtag cast Karen Gillan.
Yeah, Gillan.
Yeah.
Gillan.
Anyway, I don't
sounds
like hashtags, but
weird. Yeah, I know, right?
but still, we're starting the movement here.
Yeah, but if anybody says anything, it started with us.
Yeah, you're hearing it from us.
And if they pick somebody else, we never said anything.
Yeah.
So you just shut
Either
it.
way, we win.
Either way, we win. But before I pass it over to RJ, that guy over there.
my name,
yeah. I didn't know what I was saying. It's. I was gonna say it's late, but it's not that late, so I got no excuse. Now, this is actually some sad news for anyone that's into mangas and anime. There is a fantastic manga called Berserk, and they made a couple of animated movies of it. They're on Netflix. You should 100% check them out. But the manga is amazing. The artwork in it is utterly fantastic. I've been reading mangas for since like the late 80s, early 90s, and this artwork is some of the best I've ever seen. And unfortunately, the manga creator, I'm probably going to say his name wrong, so I apologize. Kentaro Miura?
Let me. How about you pass it over to the
Japanese
Japanese correspondent?
I'm going to stall for time while that happens.
No, I'm just kidding. You get, Kentaro Miura.
Yeah, okay. I feel like that was pretty close.
Yeah,
yeah, not really, but
Yeah,
I said something.
you did the R, the Kentaro.
Kentaro.
Anyway.
Okay, all right, so we're going to move on, yeah. So anyways, unfortunately, gentleman passed away. He's 54, yeah.
So young, too.
Young, yeah.
Real young.
I guess they had, it looks like they're saying something about acute aortic dissection, so I guess it's something like the large, one of the large arteries in the heart, ruptured or something. So, yeah, I'm no doctor. I don't know the whole details of that. But the point is, like, it's a really great artist, great storyteller. You know, it sounds cliche, but gone way too soon. It's, if you get a chance to ever look, the Berserk story is fantastic. It is not for children whatsoever. It's extremely graphic, but it's not graphic for the sake of graphic.
Oh, okay.
Everything that happens in it, there is a reason. It kind of goes somewhere, and the main character goes through some really, really lows to get to the highs. And his highs are still pretty low. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a great story. So yeah, it's just an unfortunate thing. So.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we'll move on to comic books then. So unfortunately, we're filming this on a day that we don't typically film this.
Yep.
So I didn't get a chance
excuses.
to.
We've read nothing.
We've read essentially.
nutshell.
I read no books, but I'll show you what I did pick up though, just for the fun
Yeah,
of
he
it.
will read later.
That I will for I absolutely will. I picked up Home number 2 that came out. I really want to see where this story goes. We talked about this last month about Home number 1. Yeah, it was like the mom and the son trying to get across the border, being detained, and then the son has some kind of super abilities. So, yeah. So I'm excited to see where that goes. And then I picked up Way of X. I'm so excited for this one. I flipped through it a little bit, and there's some definite repercussions for all this island they live on and everyone coming back to life and all this. Like, there had to be something wrong with it. This is not natural.
Are they
But
pirates?
that cover.
Pirates are in this year.
Pirates are this year. That's just the cover. They're not pirates. No. So yeah, I don't know why that's the cover actually. And then Justice League 61 I picked up. This is the series by Bendis that has and Marquez.
Yes, good team.
Yeah, Marquez is drawing and.
They're gonna do Bendis again.
Yeah.
Oh, Bendis.
And this is the story where they're trying to figure out this being come from a different dimension, and Black Adam's teaming up with the Justice League to help out with the issue. And then I picked up the new Wonder Girl #1. This is the new Wonder Girl that's taking over the mantle for Wonder Woman because she has since passed, I think. Mm-hmm. So I don't know much about her, but I was flipping through it, and there's some origin stuff in here where she's from and how she got the powers. It seems like. And like stuff about Paradise Island, and so I'm excited to see where she comes from. And then I picked up the last 2 issues of Heroes Reborn. This is the one with Blade in the world where he doesn't know what's going on. He's the only one that's aware of the Avengers, and there's no Avengers. And there's some pretty big spoilers in this one. Hulk gets killed by Hyperion. A pretty graphic panel.
Right.
And then there's
they gotta do my boy like that.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And my thing too is, and I was mentioning earlier, like, when they always go for these just extremes in these kind of stories. Like I feel like I don't have a real handle on Hyperion's power level, but could he like blast a hole through the Hulk? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think he's supposed to be like that Superman, right?
He's supposed to be like Marvel Superman, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Him or like Sentry.
Yeah.
Sentry.
Well, yeah, I thought
Sentry too.
Yeah, I thought Sentry was like the twisted version of the Spider or Superman.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe but see, I like I said, I don't have a real handle on his power set.
Yeah.
And it seems pretty extreme that you could like shoot anything through the Hulk.
Yeah, and
You
just
know?
kill him with lasers.
Yeah, and apparently from what I saw of it, like because I stole this from Trent when he wasn't around.
Oh, is that how you saw it?
Yeah, I had no idea.
I was like, how did you see it? Yeah.
So what a jerk.
You read it.
Yeah, I know. I read it. I tore out 2
Oh,
of the
you
pages.
stole looks at my comic book?
Yeah.
You
As soon as
stole-
your back
you
was
stole
turned,
pages from your
right,
comics.
right. It's right here in my pocket. I'm gonna be really disappointed at page 12.
That's fine, 'cause that was like the grossest thing. I don't like.
Yeah.
Stuff
They,
like that.
they really show him like tearing
Just
through him,
shredded.
right?
Yeah, I don't
And
like.
apparently, he has to
Ugh.
like kill him several times because
Yeah.
he's the Hulk and he won't die. But yeah, it just seems pretty. Could you even do that to the Hulk?
Yeah.
You know, but it's whatever. It's whatever.
No, the spoilers, but the ending of the first issue, Blade's like, "Oh, I need to go find the only person who can make sense of this," and like he goes and finds Cap frozen still in the Antarctic or the North Pole, wherever he's at. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
I was
easy
like,
to find.
So he might be. Yeah. So I get like.
Let me go look for
I
some
don't-
ice. There he is.
I don't want to say that I flipped the last panel of this comic without reading it, but I absolutely did, and and Cap's at the end of it. Yeah.
You basically read it.
Yeah, basically read. Yeah, I do this thing where even with books, sometimes I go to the last page and just read the last page for some reason.
I do that too.
I don't know why I
Ugh.
do it. It's like there's
Ugh.
no context. There's nothing to it. Yeah, no, it just.
You're so excited, you want to get to the good part, and you haven't even started.
Yeah.
You haven't even gone through the journey. You already want to be to the destination.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Jay, you got some books for us, man? Sorry, I found it.
Yes, yes, sir. And again, I have not read any of them.
But you've gone to the end, and
I also have not read the last page of any of these books. Too.
So you really know what's going on.
Good.
Nice.
All right, so one I got was Ultraman.
I still haven't.
Ultramega. Sorry.
I still haven't read Ultramega yet. I really want to read it, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I'll let you borrow it. It's over here,
Okay, cool.
just sitting there, right there. But yeah, I actually got the Ryan Otley cover for
Of Invincible fame.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
I also picked up Radiant Black.
What's that on issue 5 now or 4?
No, it's on issue 4. Yeah.
Okay.
So I read the first 2 issues. It's okay, pretty good introduction. I haven't read 3 just because I was just like, kind of out of it. But this looks like a good cover, and I'll probably try to read it.
Yeah.
Try to get through it. Yeah, and I also picked up Home. Same
Nice.
thing.
Oh, right on.
Picked up Home, and I picked up. This was actually a recommendation from an awesome podcast that I listened to. on a weekly basis, but time before time.
Those who don't know, that was the comic that I picked up last week and recommended. So
Yep.
you got a recommendation from ourselves.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Shout out.
It's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Actually, shout out to Fred.
Geek Off the Street.
And they're segment Geek Street News. These guys know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they're very good.
I seriously
Very
thought
good
you were
guys.
gonna mention podcast.
Somebody
you listen
else.
to. I was like, oh, what podcast? Where?
I want to listen to them. You're listening to them now, buddy. You're listening to them now.
Get it?